I think he should have actually resigned long ago to probably contest for an election at the regional level, national level, or maybe be an MP, because even with this, such a person, can you imagine if Nana Akufo-Addo thinks like him? Then I'll tell you that there will never be any development in my area, because the MP from my area is an NDC MP. Where I reside in Accra, it's also an NDC MP. It means that we would only develop this country on party lines, which I think is very unfortunate. It doesn't occur well for 2024 elections. If what he's saying is anything to go by, we know Gabon has happened. And Gabon, it is security officials who, superintended over the elections. And when things became chaotic, they, took over the administration of the state and actually have put the Ali Bongo, under some form of detention. So we need to be very wary of some characters in the service, because if we are not careful and they throw this country into chaos, quickly they would metamorphose into leaders and say, well, the politicians have done A, B, C, D. Maybe if this state didn't come out, 2024, we don't know what would have happened. And so, Kojo, I have to be honest with you, I am disgusted listening to this senior, citizen and a senior police officer speaking, saying all these things. Somebody is not correct. You are correct, yet you are so political when your service regulation requires you to stay away from these things. Stay away. You can vote for NDC NPP, but stay away from them. And you clearly said, well, he said that is an interpretation. I mean, anyway, so could you...
Yesterday there was a conversation between my colleague MFR Pau and a former CID boss who actually said, look, in the midst of all this, let's not completely gloss over everything that is said by this witness. COP Mensah might be in some ways exposing rot in the police service. I mean, putting aside the aspects of his testimony that you found distasteful, do you see a possibility that he's actually revealing some problems that need to be resolved in the police service?
Well, I would have wished that he will tell us that maybe the general public, at least he should have given us some pointers that the Ghana Police Service are aiding criminals to steal from us. You know what, Koyo? Listen, for me, as a citizen and a tax-paying citizen of this country, what I expect the Ghana police to do is to fight criminals. Whatever it takes, even if it is 4 or 5 of them who will make sure when I sleep, I sleep. That is what I am interested in. And so as far as I'm concerned, when I hear there might be some rot, well, like I'm saying, if they are rot, he should have told us that, you see, officers who are sent on duty then go. Citizens, you see, when you tell me that crime levels are rising because when officers are sent, they don't go, I can connect as a citizen because I'm not a police officer. I will know. When you tell me that these days people are jumping traffic light left and right, people are putting their sirens and hazard lights on and going, and nobody is minding them, police officers are doing, they don't care, then I would be able to. I tell you what, me, a week ago, I was arrested by the police just around airport. I was arrested by, one of the constables on the motor. He followed me because there was a car nearly ran into me at the traffic light and I moved. But once I moved, I know the new police we have, they will follow you. So I parked. Then he came, he dealt with me. It doesn't matter. So mine is like, you can see, when they asked him about, what's the name? Political party people, they are arresting our party people. He said, yes. Then they asked him, are you aware Sosu was arrested? He only remembered when Sosu, there was a demonstration and they were looking for him and there was a warrant for his arrest. But he forgot that Sosu was taken to court. Still, what do you call it? The deputy minister of, what's the name? Trade, was taken to court. The Suparu, one of the Sisala MPs, was also taken to court on the side of the NDC. Today, when you go into town, which some of us appreciate so much, Okada riders are stopping at traffic lights. It doesn't matter if you drive the best Land Cruiser or the best car in town, you must obey, because the smallest police officer, the lowest ranked police officer would arrest you and take you and make sure you are prosecuted. It's not the Ghana we want when it comes to law enforcement. So mine is that I'm not discounting there will be errors. And what I am saying is that he should have given us some headers, some pointers, like, you know what, this is happening here, that is up. But everything he has said seems to be connected to politics.
Well, he did give one particular instance, which is a thing that has come up in the past. Since this particular IGP took over, he has completely stopped the public relations aspect of policing and replaced it with the release of statements and their own TV channel. Rather than granting interviews, providing information, answering the questions of the public they serve, the information has now become one way from the police to the public as and when they feel that they should speak. And he talked about this in his testimony. How do you assess this? Is this an improvement in police service or not?
Well, you see, this issue about communication and dealing with the media, some of us have spoken about it, and some of us feel if there is a reason why the police in general is not engaging the media, it is incumbent on GJA, and the other, those who bring the media houses together to probably have a conversation and let us know why. But the truth is that your media house Joy News TV have engaged me on this, and I shared my opinion that I think that rather than press releases, it would be good to have some, occasional briefings, if it's weekly, or if there's a major issue, the press is called and there is briefing. That I agree is something that we are aware of. As for that, if you ask me, I will tell you that the media in general has spoken about this. We are all aware of this, but it is not something that I will say that we are not aware of. It's something we are aware of, and we have asked that there should be an improvement with regards to how their PR section deals with the media. I am aware they have a TV station which broadcasts. I have not really tuned in. I don't know which, and I haven't tuned in to know what is going on there. But I'm aware. I've seen excerpts of it on social media, but I haven't tuned in, and I'm not sure which of the spaces they are. But mine is that it is important for the general public to be informed, because then the media will be able to break these things down with it, at the smallest, minutest, stage, so that in various languages these things can be articulated. So it's something that needs to be looked at. But what I'm saying is that alone, if you ask me, it's something we know. I would have wanted to know that, like I'm saying, officers, there was a question they asked him about promotions. And he says now, the promotions is not based on promotions. It's not, I don't know whether I got it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. The promotions are not now based on, are now based on merit or academics. They are not based on something. And I thought that, okay, so these are, and he actually said some 82 officers have gone to court. And they asked him, have you ever challenged something at POMAP? He was, not very, he said, I said it. Can we, and they called, can we go for the minutes? I don't remember, the answers. And mind is that even answers he gave yesterday, today he said it's forgotten. He doesn't remember. And they told him, we need to play the tape. So sit up. So mine is that I think he should have been very candid. He looked very confused. He looked very, under pressure. And it didn't help him. He looked very confused. And you could see his demeanor that at a point he was helpless. After they were given the transcribed version of the audio, and they asked him to go and take areas that he thought he agrees and areas he doesn't agree. He attempted to change the transcription, and they told him that no, this is what you said. You didn't. What you said was NPP and not NDC. But right. I would want us not to make it NPP NDC because it's not supposed to be in the security services. So if there is something that we need to know, which he failed, apart from what you alluded to, the media something. Although it's something that is no secret, we know. When we hear of police now arresting everybody, me, like I'm telling you, just last week, they arrested me. They follow. Once I crossed, I told myself that 10 out of 10, they would chase me. So I didn't go. The moment I crossed, I parked. And when he came, I told him, yes, I am guilty simpliciter. You know the circumstances. I accepted because this time around, you cannot put in a call to some commissioner of police or you can't call anybody once they arrest you. And that is the norm today.